And here we go. As someone said, probably, people shouldn't say this time because
Shouldn't say this now.
yeah,
Shouldn't say this now.
this Roman is not cool anymore. But here we go. The number 9 episode of the hydration break is online.
Of the hydration break. So we will start with the amazing, interesting results and events of our favorite teams. How we cannot mention Honved losing again and being last in the league. But okay, these are our teams, guys. If you don't want, you will find the small teams. If you ever go in Budapest, why go to Ferencváros? Why go to Újpest? Why go to Enya? Go to Honved. Why go to us? Why go to MTK? Go to Honved and you will not be disappointed more. So, apart that, there are our small teams that we follow, the Paradiso that also lost this week, but it's in their league that they have to lose. And the Taverne that they beat Liechtenstein team that shouldn't play in Swiss Cup, but they do. So another point. But main game of this week is the UEFA Super Cup. PSG with Aston Villa that starts officially the football season. Did you see the game? What do you remember of the game? I just can tell you it's an amazing 2-1. Basically, I would say PSG dominated. To be honest, that's one thing I like football analysis direct. The PSG dominated. I would say Kvaratskhelia did everything perfectly from the goal, from dribbling, and basically the action of the goal. If you can put highlights, it would be great. If not, I can explain it was a great goal from Kvaratskhelia, if you can put that. If not, we can talk about also how Unai Emery wins every competition on Europa League, but this is the 4th European Super Cup and the 4th loss.
Oh.
So there's an interesting fact also that the referee for this game was the Somali referee that was not allowed to be in US. So UEFA gave this as a prize. I wouldn't say the game was difficult, to be honest, as a referee level. I think he was not much used to some VAR, but there was no real VAR episodes. And yeah, I would say this was also the 40th trophy for Marquinhos. So that was like how basically UEFA Super Cup starts in Salzburg. You seen the game? Any comment? You like it? Boring?
I saw it partially, to be honest, rather the first half and near the end of it when Aston Villa equalized. This Madjo guy, who, I'll be honest, first time I saw him. Supposedly this guy was born in 2009, and therefore he's 17. 17 and a half, let's just say that maybe if we're being honest, maybe we look a bit younger than him from certain angles. It always comes up as a question how it's possible to be so musculous and brutally strong at this age. But certainly it may look like similar to Lukaku's storyline from here, who also became a big sensation at the age of 17. This guy is strong. He can have a nice future. That's what I would like to say.
Yeah,
with
this
Madjo,
year people born in
with Madjo we can do a full episode. I think it's what is happening in Europe. In Europe, you put 17-year-old, 9-year-old guy already to play first game. Is not the friendly game Aston Villa versus Taverne.
Yes,
is European Super Cup final. So yeah, I agree. We will hear about this guy, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. And he was just in Metz, right? Last year, the team that was relegated, and he played only five games last year. Like he was not anyhow superstar or anything. So good scouting job from Aston Villa. Just on that topic, what do you expect from Aston Villa this year? And Unai? No,
I don't know. For me, Aston Villa is on potential for European chasers. I would say this will we can discuss more about when we will do the presentation for Premier League. But yeah, for me, it's European chaser because with Unai Emery, you never know It's always like a good team. I hope they will do better. They need some more players. I would say, this is Madjo. Madjo is okay, but I think they need more attack presence. He looks like Lukaku, but it's not Lukaku
yet.
Yeah. If you ask me, I don't know much about Aston Villa. I would expect some same results as last year. I mean, it's a very okay. They had changes, but a similar theme. I don't know if this is the right moment to bring it up, but there was another important English-related game, of course, the Community Shield,
Yes.
which makes me think really what City is going to be this season without Rodri. It very much looks like that, and with Enzo Maresca as coach. It's maybe too soon to tell, but I wouldn't be surprised if City is not in the top 4 this season.
Yeah, I think we could talk about it when we do Premier League review. But yeah, quickly, my opinion.
But he's in the results. He's in the results of this week.
This was absolutely surprising. Like, okay, a very strong start from Arsenal, 100%. Again, I heard that Christos Solis, this Greek acquisition from Brugge, again, like a really nice purchase. Did a lot of magic. You see the biggest score, the best score. So I didn't expect Arsenal to start so far well. And looks like the guys who played on the World Cup, like Havertz or Gabriel, that had their, like to say, bad moments at World Cup, like back in action already 1 month after, and staying strong. Yeah, let's see. Man City, honestly, I expected way more. I thought maybe we can make a bet, Gerga, but I still think they will be top. I believe in Maresca. I think he did a good job with Chelsea. So yeah, let's see.
I don't know. So let's go against you because we like to bet opposite. For me, I don't know. Is City domination finished? It will be. Will Maresca ever ready for this team? Will the players play for him like they did for Pep? Yes, no, we'll see. Will Arsenal be champion again? Because that was very strong performance. It's there's contenders. I hear British chats. Tottenham will go up. Yeah, sure. I think the performance was very strong, and if you watch the game, I don't know. The organization is there from City, but is the Pep organization. It's not like imprinting. I don't know. Of course, we will analyze when we do the Premier League, but yeah, for me, I don't know. City, I don't see Maresca ready. He did good with Chelsea, probably because it was a lot of young teams and, there was no organization. Here, you're taking a team that is done and you just need to be, guiding it and difficult. Ergo?
Oh, okay, I agree. Yeah, maybe it's too soon to tell, of course, from one game, but I didn't see the game, to be honest. I just read mostly about it. Didn't expect this result. You're right, obviously, with Maresca. I was surprised to begin with when he was named as coach. But since I said it already, and I'm such a gentleman, I don't go back on my predictions. So if I have to lose those 20 Hungarian forints that I'm willing to bet, then so be it.
Okay. Connecting to, we went to this, but we can connect to the other good result of this week that I can show you is, this we already did. Sorry about that. Yes, this one. The France Super Cup final. PSG lost 2 cups in 1 week.
No, wait, 1-1. 1-1 and won the Super Cup and lost the
Super Cup and the Champion, the Trophée du Champion. So Super Cup of France with against Lyon. And if you can see this, of course, I don't expect you to have watched this because it has very small network. I don't know if Hungarian television would be interested in this, but I would say that for Lance plays one of my idol of fantasy football, that there is Florian Thauvin.
Yeah.
And very happy that he was in Udinese and he was there. He was captain, a lot of goals, and I would say they were basically won an entire second half in 10, and they managed even to win.
Yes. very surprising result. Agree.
Very surprising.
Yeah. Florian Thauvin, was playing in Mexico a couple of years ago. Came back, led Lens to become the contender of PSG. Also, Lens has changed their coach. Right, their main coach is now Crystal Palace head coach. So anyone would expect them going down, but very strong performance against PSG.
Great story. There's a great history of Florian Thauvin here. For our viewers that don't know.
By the way, I think, just to add to it, here's a shout out to all Lens fans, because I think Lens fans are famously very good, and a very good stadium with a really great mood and atmosphere, and of course, one of my favorite French teams, I must say.
Oh, really? Oh. I remember them in the Champions League like in 97, 98, back then, playing with Arsenal, Dynamo Kyiv. Yeah, sounds good. Good warm-up, Freddy, with all these Super Cups.
Yeah, there is more on the amazing results of this week. We can have an amazing result that was brought to me and I had no idea, and I will find it, of amazing Coppa Italia result, first Gennaro Gattuso game official, and I was not aware of this. Thank you, Gergo.
Well, what can I say? Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
If you check the main team, I'm trying to talk, but this is too fun. If you check the main team, I would say that Lazio was with the starting 11 as part of the two central defender, and me and Kostya have personally viewed Mantova last year against Cremonese, and we can say that they are not an amazing team to watch, but that's why for me this is one of the very surprising results of the week, to be honest. Any comment? Yeah, you know Mantova, you know how happy you were to watch that game.
They had they're like, I don't know what, 50 kilometers away from Cremonese, but they had like 9 people on the stadium just supporting their team. Literally, we count everyone, and probably those were like parents of some players, and or siblings.
But there's more supporters.
I wonder actually, Gattuso he's such a reckless, and he never gives up. He fucks up every single job, but he just carries on, and I'm really surprised that there are still people that hire him. Honestly, it's all the same every time. I mean,
wait.
I'm sorry that my favorite Croatian is not here to express his favorite team having Gattuso. I'm sure that he will be.
Guys, by the way, Gattuso is a genius, because as far as I know, Frattesi went on loan to Lazio from Inter in a way that they just have to pay the few million euros of loan now, and it's the, let's say, typical Italian way of obligation.
No, it's because they don't have money, so they do the loan, and after 30 games, if Lazio goes to Europe, then they pay him.
Yeah, but that's the ingenious part, because obviously Lazio is not going to go to Europe, and then they don't have to pay for Frattesi. So actually, with the black guy meme like this, Gattuso is a genius. If you don't get 10th place, you don't need to pay out a lot of money from what we don't have. What a genius.
Yes, and we can connect to one of the former clubs of Gattuso that this week won also the Greek Super Cup of Creta. It's where exactly Gattuso said the amazing sentence that we heard from Bergo 2 minutes ago, because it was, I think, one of the first jobs he ever had, actually, outside of Italy. And the question of the journalist was like, how do you feel about the games? And that was the answer. So we say that not much has changed, only that Creta has the second major, I would say third major trophy in the last million years of existence that they have. I know that they only have a cup in the 70s, but they win Greek Cup against Panathinaikos last summer, and yeah, they won Super Cup, but of course, always with an amazing help of Hungarian players.
Yes, we try to contribute wherever we can. And let's add to the fact that I think as a late bloomer, Varga Barnabás is actually a great player, especially his headers are, in my opinion, fully international level. Late bloomer, as I said, but his shots are good. But he, of course, felt like contributing to our program as well, giving us a good subject to talk about, and he decided not to score one of the penalties. So thank you again for helping us get a subject to talk about.
No, it was a tight game. Luka Jovic, first goal, equalizer. Ofi, basically mostly Greek players from the island, and this Brazilian guy made the draw 98 minutes to go to extra time, and the penalties only one.
By the way, I think Luka Jovic is but he's the stereotypical situation of one good season and then the big club takes me player, and then obviously his career has not been the same since then. So that Real move was unnecessary.
Maybe if he would stay in Ferencváros last season, then Ferencváros would win the league, right? Because he was just bought during the winter. And
not Luka Jovic.
No. Okay, I thought you were talking about Varga. Okay, I'm talking about Varga.
Varga, I don't think. But Luka Jovic in Ferencváros, I think they would win Champions League for sure.
He may still come there. Naby Keita is playing in Ferencváros. The Liverpool legend.
The legendary, yes. Okay. Jovic, I agree. A person of one season in Eintracht, and then after that, flop. So,
yeah.
But Ajax has been pretty okay, yes.
Good. Ajax is pretty okay. You can see, the team is quite decent. They're like 2-3 players, some young, but with this attack, Jovic, Varga, you expect something more. The other team doesn't have many, I would say, famous players. Or apart this number 10, Candela Pietra, that I can maybe make some research, but the only player I knew here was Lorenzo Dickman, but he played always in second divisions in Italy, so nothing major. Other interesting result of this week that I show you for your bettings, because if you don't know what to bet, there is always this. And this was an amazing result, comparison that the first half finished 3-4. And if you have time to see the highlights, they are hilarious. How the keepers don't catch one single shot. It's very funny, and Pilsen is actually doing quite okay in the cups. They will have from the run up of Europa League. So, and Teplice is not really this type of team that should make 5 goals, I think. But for your bettings, this was a very, even if you check ball possessions or total shots in the entire game, quite a lot.
Are you suggesting that not just us, but the Chinese and the Singaporean betting organizations, let's call it that, may have had a good day at the
Vietnamese, and they really had a good day, I would say.
On that topic, 1 second, Freddy, but like this match day, there was nothing like that, right? This was a previous match day, but this match day on Czech Republic, only decent games.
No. For what I saw now, everything was okay. So not like big in the news. We can have some. If we would talk about the Portuguese league, then I have another amazing result.
Yes, but before we go there, since you're on Czech league, quickly tell us about the scandal with the Czech club Karviná. About betting, right? They were supposed to play even in one of the European cups, right? Because
yes,
they won the cup, or they were cup finalists, and then during the summer they were basically banned, right?
Basically, it was biggest scandal that apart the players, they sold the games. That could be known, but who else sold the games was the sport director, the referee official, the like president. Basically, there were around, they say, 72 people involved in the club for the scandal. And yeah, it's not like, I don't want to say it's like a big club that something can happen. It's like basically in middle of nowhere, close to Poland. You can see there is like, and basically they got not even relegation, not even minus points or something, nothing, you know. They just got second league and nothing major that they basically they will the problem is that for me this is like something that they should get really big fines and get something worse from the league. Unfortunately, they just got like relegation to second league, no minus points. They have only a fine of 10 million Czech crowns. That it's not even half of what Honved spends for Luka Jovic if they want to buy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like personalities on the betting, but you can see there were many, because I'm trying to find a game that they were even going for the second 10th place and they lost. This is the round for possibility to go to play Conference League.
Exactly. Yeah.
So now they are relegated in second league, big scandal. And for me, this is something that should not happen, but it's very, very common, I would say.
So what was the amazing result in Portugal?
Amazing result in Portugal. Oh, that Famalicão beat, Marítimo beat Famalicão, but you would not know these two teams at all, and there was no interest apart for this guy that scores at the 94th minute.
Yeah, Marítimo is from Madeira, so it's a team, one of two teams from Madeira. Another one is Nacional.
And this is where this guy was playing last year. Marítimo Nacional. And this guy was playing in Hamburg 2 last year, and he got bought free agent to Marítimo. They decide to make him play. Last year, this guy made 14 games, 23 goals.
Yeah, it's the fourth league of Germany. Fourth league. So
yeah, fourth league of Germany to first league of Portugal.
Yes, good catch. Good catch.
It's a good. It's one of the things of the transfer market that I think this. Because the other thing of transfer market I know, it's the striker of Sirius. And if you know, we were talking about it.
Swedish from Uppsala. Yes,
Uppsala. Sirius this year. Yes. Basically, Sirius this year is most probably going to win the Swedish league. I don't want to jinx it, but we are already at half of the league, so it should be like that. And the striker was making 20 goals in 20 appearances.
What's his name again?
Uru. It's on my notes. Ure.
Yes.
And it's Scottish. He's a Scottish guy, and he was making basically half of the goals that you can read here. And he got bought by Sevilla. This is the news of this week, because Sevilla is not doing very well in the last 2-3 seasons.
Yes.
We can check on that. But yeah, these are the big results. We can talk about presentation of new leagues, that we have all of that if you want to follow the order, or we can talk about the semi-final rounds of the European leagues. But yes, I would like not to talk for 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's talk about qualifications, exactly.
Qualification rounds. Okay.
We are at 75% of all qualification rounds of Cups. There are some sensations, really cool results. We have some countries completely losing all clubs already. So yeah, let's kick off.
Yeah. Well, so Gergo, which one you want? Which one you want to start?
Well, as we know, Győr tried hard, but legendary team FC Riga persisted. Although Győr has a lot of injured players, as far as I know, and they had a World Cup player who I believe even scored a goal at the World Cup, Bambouali from Algeria, if I remember correctly. He scored at the World Cup. Anyway, he's leaving. But more importantly, it is now official, not Champions League though, but that Mohamed Salah's childhood dream, as we talked about it last week, of facing Ferencváros is going to happen, as it looks like. By the way, Fatih Tekke, I believe, is the coach of Trabzonspor, yes, said that they're in a really shitty form right now, and he expects Ferencváros to be a lot better than them. This is not exactly the Jose Mourinho school of motivation, but we'll see how it works out. But yeah, Champions League, we'll have some surprise teams in the autumn, in the rounds, and I'm always happy to see it. So that's my 2 cents on the subject. What do you think, Costa?
Yeah, I think in the Champions League is gonna be some really cool duels, like Levski against Ajax. So I also didn't expect Levski to go that far. I don't remember when Bulgarian teams had such a great season, so to say.
They did very good campaign. They both
Ludogorets had good campaigns.
Who?
Yeah, Ludogorets.
Ludogorets used to have many good campaigns.
Okay. And then of course Lyon against Fenerbahce. Man, this is like deserves the already like round of 32 of Champions League in general, and then so really hard to predict who's gonna win, because Turkish teams are unpredictable, but they just, I mean, the Fenerbahce, as we know, we've been doing really good shopping this summer. So even though this players like Nathan Ake, they have from Manchester City and a few more. I think, of course, very we are going to have for sure at least one new team in Champions League. It's going to be the winner of the couple of Hapoel Beersheva and Sabah. So again, the Azerbaijani station.
No, against Benfica, it would be hard. Sabah with Benfica.
So they have Lithuanian coach. And of course, Hapoel Beersheva, I think they were also quite surprising winner of the Israeli championship last year, but they kicked out Crvena Zvezda, who had to fire Dejan Stankovic, ex-Inter legend, and from being
he resigned, didn't he?
I think there is a mutual agreement, and now they have this guy called Riera that was the trainer of Celje. He went, but he then went to Frankfurt.
Yes.
And I don't think he did a great season in Frankfurt.
Yes.
Now he's back in the.
Makes sense. I really respect him. A good coach. So yeah, and of course, I mean, we were right about prediction in Bodo Glimt. They are true. Now they are gonna face Nijmegen, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's for me the biggest surprise.
Yes, for sure. See, Nijmegen kicking Olympiakos is
Olympiakos out, winner of the last conference. Come on.
Yes.
Not
last,
not last, but come on, it's if you are like you are not supposed to get beaten up by Nijmegen with the goal from Emre Mor.
Yes,
now he plays for Nijmegen. I know Gergo will appreciate this small.
They are building an interesting team in Nijmegen, and yes, with ex-Ajax player Dusan Tadic and Emre Mor. But that's it from my side about Champions League, guys.
Okay, we can go to the next ones of the Europa Leagues. I would say here Ferencváros did an amazing 1-1 to go through and kick Podolski out.
Actually, Ferencváros fans were attacked by Górnik Zabrze fans. Yes. I hope I'm saying it better than last week. Who went, despite my, let's not say sympathies towards Ferencváros, I think that was a shitty move by the legendary Polish fans there. And they even displayed it in the stadium. How was the pizza break or something, where the Ferencváros fans were attacked. And sucks to get an own goal for an equalizer in the 80-something minute under such a scenario, which happened there. But Ferencváros went through, and again, what Salah's childhood dream is about to come true.
Talking about dreams coming true, Iberia in 1999 is the first Georgian team playing an European competition after 23 years. It was not difficult against the Northern Ireland, Larne, but that's like a dream coming true. I would say other team results, the Paphos with Salzburg, 3-3, interesting game. Tabakovic, 3 goals. For me, he deserves more than being in Salzburg. Maybe the transfer market, he can go somewhere else. Paphos did good, but they woke up too late, in my opinion.
I actually very much respect Haris Tabakovic, this Bosnian striker. He was good in Borussia Mönchengladbach. He scored against Italy. I was surprised he was not playing at the World Cup pretty much. He was at the bench. But yeah, good to see him back now. I mean, he's over 30 years old, but good stuff. Happy to see him. Paphos obviously is not the same last year when they were very close to go to the qualification of the round of 32 in the Champions League. Now they are just even losing and then going to Conference League, I believe. Still need to win the last match to get there.
But Lincoln Red Imps lost 1 game, since we started talking about them.
Yeah, they lost still away. So
the losing streak arrived. The Coups also lost, but they were 0-1 after 5 minutes in Craiova, and finished team could have done that. Other interesting game, CSKA Sofia with Maccabi Tel Aviv. You know who scored for CSKA Sofia? Stefano Sensi, former Inter glory. And they were almost going to lose because it was 3-0.
Yeah, the CSKA Sofia, one of 2 CSKA Sofias in all the competitions.
The 2, please.
They won 3-0 and then they lost 1-3 at home. So it was proper adrenaline kind of.
I managed to see the goal. Was nice action. Maybe the Israeli keeper could have done more, but what else? Anderlecht PAOK, 2 red cards for PAOK. Very nervous intensity game. Hearts Benfica 1-1, but Benfica played basically with reserves and the game was done. Rangers against Jagiellonia Bialystok. Yes, did I get good? Because it was 1-1 because the Rangers fan, they say, oh my God, we are playing against a Wi-Fi pass. Because they couldn't say the game. So please, the name would be Jagiellonia Bialystok, right? Or there is a full name that I cannot say, or Gergo, I don't know. You can. I'm the worst.
I just know the drinking game of spelling Polish names, and when it comes to Błaszczykowski or someone, everybody goes piss out drunk and sleeps on the floor.
Yeah, but the Rangers go out, so this is like funny news. But I would say best game of all Thursday is Egnatia against Shamrock Rovers, because if you have time to see, the Shamrock Rovers was 1-3 the first half, and basically the first game, and Egnatia was 4-0 at the first half, playing already in 10. So basically they counterplayed the qualification, and it's very hard to see like Albanian teams going out for the groups.
I'm sure they will win, but what is interesting is that the defender of Shamrock Rovers is the guy who played the World Cup for
the guy who played the World Cup, exactly.
Pico Lopez, and yes, absolutely, he shows completely different level at Shamrock Rovers than
That's
he
the
was.
Thing. That's the thing. That's the thing. World Cup, amazing level. Let's do Messi, and now you get 4 goals from Egnatia. No offense, no Albanian for our Albanian viewers, but you can say you scored against the guy. Last round, we go quick on this one because it's the Conference League, and we already discussed how Gior was bad. But I would say notable, the second CSKA Sofia team finally got kicked out by Panathinaikos. That's good. So we have only one CSKA. No, we will not make problem. The Andorran team, Interclub des Caldes, beat Flora Tallinn 0-4. This is the largest win for Andorran team in Europe.
This is absolutely biggest sensation. Of course, I know, Freddy, you're a big supporter of San Marino teams, but seems like Andorra is gonna make it even faster to the main season. Yeah, I didn't expect this. This is absolutely mind blowing what they did.
Yeah. Then we have Karabakh beating Dynamo Kiev. I would say also surprise result. RFS losing with Jablonec. Good qualification for Czech round. A great game to watch was Dunajská Sreda versus Twente 3-3, with Marco Piazza making 2 goals. Twente already made 6-0 first game, so was more like to second team to play. Then Dinamo Minsk with Braga, an amazing 0-0 played in Bulgaria.
Yes.
In the desert stadium, man.
What is really sad is that we see again Hungarian champion Dior like finishing.
Yeah, we said before.
Euro season.
But we will always have Champions League or any kind of game in Hungary because Mezőköves Stadium or Kisvárda Stadium is ready to welcome all teams from countries who are about to have a war situation or so. About one of the games though here, qualification, we haven't mentioned Copenhagen versus Debrecen 5-1 after the 0-3 first game. Let's just say it was a really close tie. Debrecen almost made it, but the Hungarian legend Zsuzsák managed to score the goal in this game from the mirror winger, the Robben position. Like he shot in the ball and nobody touched it, so it went into the far side of the net. But I wonder if this makes him the oldest Hungarian ever to score in a European game. Probably yes, because he's almost 40.
For our trivia, find out if this was the oldest Hungarian goal scorer.
Probably has to be. He's almost 40. So, but he keeps on giving.
And another thing that worth mentioning is, of course, the Kazakhstan team Tobol playing against Partizan, and we learned that there are 2 great fans, the heroes from Belgrade, traveled 5,500 kilometers to Kustanay, so the city in north of Kazakhstan, through Russia, Belarus, and back just to see Partizan win.
Would it be possible to write a petition to UEFA that we want Tobol versus Santa Clara one day, the Portuguese team from Azores? You know, I mean,
Santa Clara doesn't have anymore the striker that scored. I think now he goes for Levski Sofia, so I don't think they will score anymore. But no, other teams. Do you know that Ineacho plays for Midtjylland? I discovered it today.
No.
And he made even the goal. He entered in the 62 minutes and at the 67 scored. So he beat the Bohemians Irish one team 3-2. Other mentionable teams, North Zealand with value, basically 5-0, and the academy team was playing. So not even the main team. And the game that we mentioned, the Vitebsk with Borac Banja Luka, I hope I said that. This was played in Mezzo Kozvedi Varoshi Stadium. Empty one. Yes, I tried my best. And basically, they did 0-1, 1-1, and they lost at the penalties. Interesting game for the bettings. Our favorite Vadots hold 2-2, but didn't manage to qualify almost at the last minute against Inter Turku. So good for the Finnish team. Honorable mention is the Sheriff Tiraspol that lose 5-1 with San Gallo. It's definitely not San Gallo is definitely not the team anymore it used to be. Dior we have talked about. And Dinamo City beating Auda 4-0. They were losing 0-1 in Latvia. Again, another Albanian team that managed to capitalize the home win. For all the rest of the team, we are not really normal results that we would know. Nothing major, nothing great special.
What made me think, though, when you mentioned Vaduz, was who the biggest Liechtensteini legend of the history of football can be. But going back all the way to Madjo, isn't he a Luxembourg player? if I remember correctly. He's a
I
Luxembourg
don't know.
national.
He's French. He's French.
Okay, then I might have misunderstood, because Luxembourg could have had their first legend ever, but maybe he has a lot of passports, and I'm not the expert on that.
Brady, where do we go next?
We can do for the league that starts this week, actually last week, that was the Belgium league. We can do very quick this one, just to give your opinion. The good thing is that of Belgium league, there is a new format. Finally, it's not divided anymore. You know, the Belgium league was the first one having the format of the first six, the last six, then the one in the middle, then the playoffs.
Yes.
They decided everything is exactly what Gergo did. Like, oh my God, this is so boring. And they are back to the normal format.
I didn't know that.
So
That's
Belgium
cool.
league is back to normal.
So then after Belgium, Denmark, Greece, Austria, Scotland, all this.
No, we have also the big
countries followed. Okay. I think it's still that format is much, or Czech Republic as well, much better than when they like Croatia or Latvia. They play 3-4 rounds, 12 teams. You know, that gets super boring. Yes, but the Belgium format is very interesting. Like that, Austria and Czech Republic do this, and I think it's cool. So now there are 16 teams playing just like 30 games.
Yeah, they will play, but they will do something for the end of the season to qualify for the Europe. And I would say, you know, we have, as our usual format, the favorite team for Belgium League, and I don't know if you agree with me, I would say is Club Brugge, because they have the main top team, and I would say we can put the chasers for these ones as I don't know, Genk and Union Saint-Gilloise. What do you think?
That Brugge or Bruges lost quite a few players, didn't they? You know.
Yes, they did.
They always do. It's the same.
They always do. They every summer they change around 15 to 20 players. It's historic players. They even sold Van Aken. That is like the historical captain. He's like Totti of Club Brugge. So,
where did they sell him? I didn't know.
Like without he's, as I saw, he should be out for something, but they bought Jan Sommer from Inter.
Yeah.
It seems that Van Aken should be out. If he's not out, please correct me. That is a good thing. Not yet? Good. So, for the chasers, we have like Genk. Genk spent a lot of money buying Rufio Durasigny from Pisa. And, you know, he was a good striker for lower leagues. So I would say with Pilsen, he did quite a good season. But in Pisa, you know, he didn't do much for Serie A. The rest, I would say, Union Saint-Gilloise, for me, is more the collective rather than the whole like stars players. I don't know. This basically for me is then you have Genk, of course, and Genk, but they didn't make, I would say, big transfers to try to point for. So I think like it will be more between Club Brugge and Union Saint-Gilloise. Of course, the European competition will count a lot for losing. But yeah, I would say these are the top fives. The rest, we have Cercle Bruges and Charleroi that are like middle level, dreaming for Europe, but nothing else. Who can we stay for first league? I see here. All these, and I'm not sharing. And I wanted to share the map, the Jupiter. Yeah. I talked with this, and I forgot to press the button to share. Yes, sorry. That is better for also our viewers. Okay. So basically, this is what it is, and this is basically, you see the first year that they are actually back with the format.
You don't see the screen, so show us.
What? But I still this sharing.
Yes.
Come on.
These are the high media movements fans. All of you are just listening to us while working out or going on the supermarket. Please keep doing so, and maybe next week we return. Maybe next week we do it. Yes. So what I was saying, the Belgian format is back to like any normal league format, and
I would say for these ones, the one that I think that they are going to struggle for staying, we can say Kortrijk, that is already one of the worst. Leuven is strange for me because it's the part of the same group as Leicester. So since Leicester is doing back, I think also this team will probably go down. And I would say La Louvière, that is quite new, and it takes the past of one team that was the famous La Louvière. It managed to get promoted, but they were the one able losing 10-0 at home in one of the first sport betting scandal of the 80s. But if you have any opinion about the Belgium League, that should it keep the old format? Should it be back to the normal leagues, big European log format?
I like their format. Let's see. But for the championship, it made sense. For relegation, didn't make so much sense because I think there was already big handicap, so those who were contending couldn't do anything. Yeah, sounds good. Should we talk about other league like Turkish league? Are you ready?
We have Portuguese, but we are always waiting for the favorite Portuguese guy that will never come again.
Next time we should talk for sure, but this time we can skip.
This time, since we didn't talk much before, I wanted to show our amazing club that we all love, so I can prepare the rest. And this way, we can talk about the best results of Hungarian league of this week.
Yes.
That Ferencváros is not last anymore.
They have just won today, if I know correctly, and
with these guys, Zala, with this one, right? With Zala.
Actually, yes, Zalaegerszeg is, as far as I know, the club whose fans are in the biggest friendship with the Ferencváros fans. They are allies. It's a little bit like Lazio Inter feeling there, or I don't know what legendary brotherhood teams there are out there. So maybe they agreed on a nice result. Of course, nobody expects Ferencváros to be relegated as they were last week, and it's not going to happen. But more importantly, Honvéd is trying to convince everyone at first that they're an easy team to beat, so that they don't play so hard against them in the next few rounds. And of course, Vasas was a great opponent to make others convinced of that. So great job, others. I really like these false flag actions, but I hope soon you will start winning, because obviously we expect nothing less from Honvéd than at least a European Cup win within 2-3 years. Hungarian league attendance is doing quite well.
How happy you are that the Puskás Academy is first? How happy you are that the Puskás corrupted academy is first?
What can I say? As we know, Puskás certainly has never even heard of that village, by the way, so he's not connected to it at all. I hope both fans of that club who actually go to the matches can feel happy and get drunk in the local pub after it. Everybody else should be rooting for a traditional club like Honvéd to balance out the injustice that is happening here.
Yeah, but Vasas surprise. I see.
Vasas also got promoted this year, but they are a club with big traditions, several times champions in the past. Therefore, I'm not that surprised. By the way, Vasas is doing the same policy as Paks, only Hungarian players.
Only Hungarian players.
That I have to obviously sympathize with. So I can't really root against Vasas at this point. Too soon to tell anything in the Hungarian league, where usually the top goal scorer is with 9 goals. So let's see how it goes. But things are heating up, although the summer is fading away.
No problem. That's why we go to the most, I would say, similar language that is not Finnish but Turkish. So impression of Turkish league, I would say. I know I try to make a connection. Gergo is not. Next time I put Finnish league. So I would say, what is your obvious favorite? In my opinion, this year, as always, is Galatasaray. I would say Turkish league is heavily influenced by the transfer policy. Like the Galatasaray they already have, I don't know, Osimhen, Ilmaz, Leroy Sané, and for me they're like unique, strong. The Chasers, Istanbul Chasers, Galatasaray.
If you look at the starting lineup of Fenerbahce this season.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted to see. The starting lines, or you have Greenwood, you have Muriqi, they have Mala. Now they got Lukaku.
Okay, Lukaku.
Then they have Natanake also.
Yes.
So it's
Marco Asensio and
Aktürkoğlu, Guendouzi,
intelligent Skriniar is still there.
Muldur, Skriniar, yeah. I think this will be problem. Like Fenerbahce for them will be problem. They clearly go for title, and I think they are opponents. Yes, for the players, not for the team organization. If we want to talk about team organization, I think Besiktas, with the Italiano from Bologna, the trainer, he will give away to play to Besiktas, and there is Trossard, there is a new Dusan Vlahovic. They have what's the name of the keeper? Nobel. So they will give a structure. He will give structure. Then I know from Bologna that Italiano teams, they are heavily to get goals, but they are also heavy to score goals. So it's like Zeman style playing that can be. Then I would say the last contender, just because they bought Mohamed Salah, that is like one of favorites. They put there. They should strongest the squad. They already did with Malinovsky. That for me is a good reinforcing center. But I don't know. They're just working on the internal talents. These are the main one. I would say the Turkish.
Yeah, and they bought the guy who scored like the best, the most beautiful goal of World Cup, Cabral from Cabo Verde.
Cabral.
Well, who scored Argentina. And very interesting. Actually, it's really hard to define who would be the favorites, right? So Galatasaray had already first flop. They made, I think they played draw against the team that just got promoted. We are waiting for did Fenerbahçe and Trabzonspor already play their first game?
Draw also against the promoted team, I think.
Oh wow. Okay.
Against they will play against this Çorum.
That's what I mean. The Galatasaray had the draw, but Fenerbahçe and Trabzonspor, they haven't played yet, right?
No, they shouldn't. They should not play yet. We can check.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
This Çorum also reinforced, I say, quite a lot from the promotion, like buying Circle Brugge type of style. 15 types of. Yeah, these are the results. So Besiktas played here. And Fenerbahçe lost. So
I wanted to say that I believe Trabzonspor played a draw.
Yeah.
Okay, we need a Turkish guy
with Kasim Pasha. That is actually very beautiful stadium when you go there. It was, I think, also Arnautovic was playing there. I would say the other dreams that they could go for Europe. I think surprise of last year there was what was the name, Trabzonspor, that they are losing against Göztepe. That for me is also one team that can do the surprise. Then it's strange to see. Okay, Besiktas win with Eyüpspor, but if you know the story of Eyüpspor, there was Arda Turan as coach with all players that nobody has ever heard before, and now it's a bit of a struggle to stay in the league. But I think. Also.
Nice. Out of 4 favorites, only Beşiktaş won and still 1-0, and others are not doing so well. Very interesting.
No, the thing of Turkish league is that the main team spend a lot of money, and the rest is what. Like talking about the Czech league, it's the same of that. I would say we can have some Turkish person when we will have more, I would say at half of the season. But if you want to know funny stuff also, there was also this week the 8 finals of Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana. But the most funny thing, apart that all the Copa Libertadores game ended with 1-1, all of them. I think I have them somewhere. Yes, good. Was the most interesting part was the team, one team, I think it's Copa Sudamericana, but yeah, all the team went 1-1. What to mention here mostly is Fluminense with Independiente Rivadavia still playing with Thiago Silva. What's the name of the guy? Hulk at 41. Some guy called Hercules, another 43. And after this game, the coach got fired.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just the first round.
Only in Latin America, folks.
Yeah, normal. But you can see it was very interesting. I would say very interesting results, very interesting week. But I would say the Copa Sudamericana is more interesting than that. And I have to find it because there was an amazing thing of Bolivar and Sao Paulo 1-1. But the most interesting thing is the Sao Paulo bus that got stopped at the border police carrying around 36 kilos of marijuana. and the bus driver, of course, said it's not me. It's just the bus company. We don't know. The game was also good, let's say, on the results. But there was this of the marijuana bus that it's like, they were crossing the border. And the other results of that, that Neymar still plays?
Yes.
With Santos. And all the things say that he played a very good game against a team I never heard. It's called Macará.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also a very funny story because he entered for around 15 minutes, made 3 free kicks, 2 corners, and Santos almost scored the 3rd goal.
Why don't we maybe talk quickly last basically portion just about some funny news, and then probably wrap up because I'm afraid if we record too long, that will be limitation for me to cut video. I will not be able to upload it. Simply, I think it has a limit.
You don't want to know that for 1 month there was the Woman AFCON, Africa's Cup, for 1 month that nobody knows. I just want to tell you, Cameroon won, and they were not even supposed to participate.
Why?
They basically they were playing for 1 month. Africa's they were promoting. It was part of the promotion, but this Africa's Cup for women is, I would say, very strange because they changed the format from 4 years to 2 years. But it's the 3rd time that it's played in Morocco. So Morocco is a host country. They didn't even pass the group. They expand to 16 teams. But now this year they were, then the 2nd year were 8 teams, and now they were 12. And Nigeria, of course, was the winner for the last 3 competitions, but this time they have problem like the main men team. They didn't get bonus paid, they didn't get anything paid. And I would say the surprise was the Malawi, that we say the Capo Verde, like our Capo Verde of World Cup, that they were not even supposed. They arrived to final and they lost. So for a debutant, but also Cameroon was not supposed to be there, that they didn't even qualify. So they were taken because basically the Sudan that was qualifying didn't for logistic reasons didn't arrive. And
So Africa never disappoints. It's
Africa never disappoints. For our followers, Tanzania League starts soon. I don't have Burkina Faso, but Tanzania League's Gergo. We can watch that. We can make 1 episode. I even have the T-shirt of the
Tanzania is just not Burkina Faso. It's
uncomparable.
And of course, I am now more interested in the Burkina Faso Women's League, obviously. So I'm not going for small pickings. True football fans watch that one.
Yes, but I think to finish this episode, so there were already amazing news mentioned, like about São Paulo marijuana bus, but also you want to tell about Dijon season ticket.
Oh, Dijon. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, this is not funny story, but it's more, I would say, more merchandise story. There is Dijon. in France. Basically, they have their season pass on the scarf of the club. So basically, to enter in the club, they just scan the QR NFC code, I think, on the entrance, and basically they can enter. There is no face scan, there is no controls, there is nothing. Yeah.
Yes.
What do you think? Like, it's the future of football. It's for.
I think it's very smart and very cool. I think this is a really great idea. Yeah.
To be honest, I miss the good old times. Even 10 years ago when I went to San Siro for an Inter game, I could still do the fact that at that time San Siro was not full against the Udinese. Let's say that I went there, buonasera, and I would like, or whatever fake Italian, Pan-Italian I was using, 3 tickets, and here you go, sir. And of course, nowadays it's totally impossible, basically now anywhere in the top leagues to get a ticket like that. Everything is online, QR code this.
We tried it last year. No way.
Like you know, when we went there, it was impossible. We tried at at Brescia. We tried. That's why Brescia goes down. That's why Pisa goes promoted.
And only thanks to Freddy, because he knew how to organize this, where to buy. He was always nervous, with passport copies and all this stuff. Yeah, so we know. But one very strange thing that I haven't heard before, like that journalists will be arrested for the fake news. I hear this first time.
Yes.
That it happened in Turkey, because the guy was saying that Musiala is moving to Galatasaray, and he was telling that he has insider information. Now he's apparently in jail for the diffusion.
We don't say the name, but imagine Fabrizio Romano again, to start this podcast and finish the podcast. Imagine everything.
I think he's canceling his Antalya trip for this September. So after this, that's not the best place for him to visit.
No, but for me,
he is still quite credible, of course, still. But he has also been wrong with here he goes before.
Yeah. And to top the cherry on top of everything, guess what connects Erling Haaland and Ecuador?
And Barcelona.
They start with E.
Also, no, there was basically in Ecuador, there is also our favorite club, Barcelona. In Ecuador, there is the same, no? And during the, before the game for Copa Sudamericana, for the group, etc., there was, I think, how much? I think half ton of cocaine with Erling Haaland face on in the stadium of Barcelona. So just to top of the week, not in the bus. In the bus I can understand that, but in the stadium with Haaland face on it. And the first comment on Instagram when he saw the news of that, there is his comment of Erling Haaland written, "Nice."
And this was Hydration Break episode 9. This fantastic news. We are over. We are radioed again on Monday. See us next Monday, same time. We always record at 9 p.m. Central European time. So this was amazing overview of all things happening in European football. Subscribe, put a bell on, put a like, comment as much as possible, respond everything. Be with us next week again. Ciao.
Slat.